Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. This is the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it. Oh, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I know if ain't nobody else gonna be here, you gonna be here, aka, and I do so appreciate that so very much. Good morning. And how are you this morning? How are you doing this morning? How are you? How are you? How are you? Oh wow. Okay. Well. Look at here. Oh my God. Look at here. Look at here. Good morning, my gorgeous. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Doing pretty good, can't complain. Well, I feel better this morning. I mean, I felt so low vibrational yesterday, and I just could not get up out my bed. And thank you so much for that prayer, aka I this morning, doing my morning stroll. I saw I had a message. Oh, thank you. I go, thank you. On my morning stroll, I saw I had a message and I read it, and it gave me what I needed to get on up and get my day started. Just get on up and get my day started. So I got up and went and made my tea, got my collagen, and getting ready to drink. Got to build up in my mind and drank it. And I'm gonna tell you, last week, those 4 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You know when they say the mind is willing, but the body don't always follow what the mind wants. And that's exactly what was going on with me Thursday evening from Thursday evening, Friday evening, and then all day Saturday. I was up at 5 o'clock getting ready to be to intercessory prayer at 7. And I was up from 5 to 9, 5 o'clock that morning to 9 o'clock when everything was over and I had been up. Then back up at 6 o'clock in the morning to get ready to go to church, to get to church. So 6 o'clock in the morning until 9 o'clock Sunday night again. So my body was just so tired. And I said, Monday, I'm not doing nothing. I'm doing absolutely nothing because Monday is my do nothing day. Yes, your body was tired yesterday. Yes, it was. Monday is always my do nothing day. However, my house look from Sunday to Monday, that's how it's gonna look. And that's what I put him in. My room was so I had shoes everywhere. I, take off something, throw it on the bed, and then, want to get in the bed, throw it, push it off the bed on the floor. So I had a pile of shoes, a pile of clothes. I had eyelash, take off one, because I like to do different eyelashes for different occasions, right? So I had eyelashes in the bathroom, on my desk, you know, I just had eyelashes everywhere. I had lipstick. So I come home, change lipstick, put on different lipstick. I had stuff everywhere. And it just stayed like that Monday. And I got up Monday morning, and I said, you know what? It's just gonna be this way. It's just gonna be this way. And Tuesday morning, after I went offline, I started picking up, cleaning first. I have to you know, find a spot and start there. And I have to go in a circle. I go in a circle. I clean my desk. Then I took the stuff off the floor, folded up, or either throwed it in a pile to go in the dirty clothes or wherever I was going to put it. And then, go around in a circle. Then I get my shoes and throw them in the closet. And now the desk is clean. One area is clean. Then I make up the bed. Then I go in the closet, fold up, hang up what it got to be hung up, put the shoes back. And so now the closet in the room is clean. So I go in the bathroom. I got stuff all over the bathroom. So now I'm cleaning the bathroom, not just straightening it. I'm cleaning. I clean the shower. I clean the toilet. I shake the rug, sweep the bathroom. Now I go in the living room. Nothing is in the living room. So that's straight. I go in the kitchen and where I had rinsed some dishes out and just laid them flat because I don't like dirty dishes. So I cleaned the kitchen. I mopped the kitchen and I ran the mop over the rug in the living room and in my bedroom. And by that time, I was tired. I think I cooked. I believe I cooked something. Yeah, I did. I cooked something. I cooked something. I ate, and I was out. I was just tired. And Wednesday morning, I just could not get up. I could not move. My body was just like, no, sis, today ain't the day. Today ain't the day. Today ain't today. So yesterday, that I could not get up. I could not move. And after a while, I hadn't paid, with everything going on. Good morning, Carrie. With everything going on, I did, because normally I pay my rent either on the first or the second, no later than the third, my rent is paid. I did not pay my rent till yesterday. As I was going out, because I had to pick up I had to make myself just get up, go, because I had to go pay my rent. Because if I was late, there was going to be a $35 charge for being late. And I didn't have but one case of water left. So I don't like to be, I like to keep my water. And so I said, you know what? I took a shower. I put on my Canvas Beauty. I shampooed my hair. I did everything. Blow dried my hair, do everything yesterday. So I put my Canvas Beauty on and I started feeling a little bit better. And so I went on out. I seen the note on my door about my rent. So I said, okay. So I go down to the office so I could get this cart so I can carry my grow whatever I pick up from the store. And I did that. And she said, Miss Gray, is everything okay? I said, everything fine. I said, I'm going to get my money out from my rent. I just ain't been feeling like it. She said, I know, because I knew something had to be wrong, because your rent is normally on the first or the third. So just get it in today, and it's no problem. I had to put it on the door. So I said, it is what it is. Okay. Have a good day. And I just was feeling blah, feeling kind of blah all day yesterday. And I had to get gas, I had to get water, get my money order. So I did all of that yesterday. And so I cooked spaghetti. I had spaghetti yesterday and corn and garlic bread, and I made a salad. So I ate and I felt better. So this morning, things, life try to happen to you. I got 3 bars of water up here on this. Life try to come at you all kind of ways. And so I just figured, when it's like that for me, I say, Lord, you must be got something wonderful for me, because something is trying to keep me from what you got, from what you have for me. So I talked to my daughter yesterday. Did I talk to my daughter yesterday? No, I talked to my daughter. What day did I talked to my daughter. What's today? Today is Thursday. Well, I talked to my daughter. What's today? Tuesday. I don't know what today is, but whatever the day is, I talked to my daughter not yesterday. I text her. So, AKA, I don't know if she called you or what, or did she get in contact with you. However, I know this week, next week, she will be because she been busy, Jordan been busy, and she's trying to keep Jordan motivated. Good morning, Shirley. Good morning. She's trying to keep Jordan motivated because she said Jordan has something called senioritis to where, oh, okay. All right. Jordan has something called senioritis because it's getting so close to her going to school at, graduating from school. And that when Jordan this, I guess it's going into the second semester or whatever, Jordan gets very lazy. She said Jordan gets very lazy during the second semester. Now that she making A's and straight A's, and Jordan just bored right now. And she don't really want to go to school. She didn't go to school yesterday because she came in late Tuesday night because they had a choir workshop. They had a choir workshop and a choir competition. So she came in late and informed her mom that she wasn't going to school the next day because she's just tired right now. And she was saying, well, Jordan, you can't miss days or you won't graduate. And Jordan know how many more days she got to miss, in order to graduate. Jordan ain't, Jordan just like her mama. They be on top of things. They be on top of things. They be on top of things. And Jordan just tired right now. My baby just tired and she's bored. She's tired and she is bored. So I told Verena, I said, just leave her alone and, let her do what she gonna do because she done did everything that you required of her to do. She's done everything the state of Florida required her to do. And she's done everything that I have required her to do. She's graduating from school. She ain't pregnant. She had her little ups and downs with boys and stuff like that. And, she adhered to the talks that were given and the speeches that were given to her. So leave her alone. Let her be. Let her be. Cause she done did the damn thing. So she deserved when she want to have a mental day, she deserved to have a mental day just like everybody is. Let's go, Jordan. You at the end, baby. Almost done. Just push through. Girl, let me tell you something, Shirley. She's trying so hard, but she gets bored real easy. She easily gets bored, and it's always been like that ever since she's been in school. you know Jordan be finished with her work, and that was the problem what her teachers had. When she was in elementary school, they would say, well, she finishes her work, she's a good student, but once she finished her work, she just get up and she just touch things and she just walk around. And she said, I've had this conversation with her, and so and my daughter said, well, we done had that conversation too. And Jordan feel like when I finish with my work, everybody should be finished with theirs. So my daughter said, well, I don't know what to tell you after this, because from the hours of whatever to whatever, she your responsibility. She's not mine. She's a little break, she's a little break, mental clarity. Yeah, Jordan gonna take, and I think she got that from me, because when I need my me time, I don't want to be bothered. And everybody know Mondays is my me day. That's my me time. That's my me time. Don't bother. If I don't call you, don't you call me. Cause unless if it's an emergency and you call me like that. But other than that, just a chit chat, mm-mm. Because it will go to voicemail, because I need that time. I need that time. And my daughter and I were talking, and she said, Mom, if Jordan tell me she don't feel like going to school today, I'm not gonna question her and say why you don't feel like going to school. I'm just not gonna let her go to school, because she needs a mental day as well. And we don't know what our kids go through during the day at school. We don't know what they go through. We don't know what they have to put up with. They got the teachers, they have their peers, they got all this activities going on, extra curriculum going on. We don't know what these children have to go through, any given time of the day. So, when she need that mental break, she gets that mental break, because as an adults, we need it and we take it. I know I take it, and I know if you don't take it, you're gonna go buck crazy on somebody. You're gonna do something or say something that at that time you didn't mean to say, but you just, it just came out because you are putting so much, you're just giving yourself and giving till you just ain't got no more. You just ain't got nothing else to give, and you're empty, and you're tired, and you're weak. And if you don't replenish yourself, revive yourself, and just take that moment. Sometimes it don't take but 30 minutes. Like when you at work, when it came for my 15-minute break, I don't care who ain't in position to be where they need to be when it's time for my 15-minute break. I'm taking my 15-minute break. And my 15-minute break don't start until I get in the break room. And when I get in the break room, that's when my 15 minutes start. And I don't leave the break room until my 15 minutes over. And then when I go to lunch, either taking an hour or taking 30 minutes. It depends on how many hours I'm working that day. If I'm working 8 hours that day, I'm taking when I say a whole hour, I'm taking a whole hour. Don't call me. Aretha, are you coming back to the floor when my lunch break is over? When my lunch break is over. So you gotta take that time for to have that mental, relaxation where you relax your mind, because your mind just constantly going all day. You're thinking about 100 million things at one time. You constantly, your mind is just constantly going. What I'm gonna cook for dinner? Oh, I got to stop and get some gas. Oh, I got to stop to the store. Oh, I got to do. Your mind just going. Slow down, take it easy, relax. Because you know what? It's 24 hours in a day. And if you can't get what you need to be done in 24 hours, Lord's willing, you got tomorrow to get it done. I had that same problem with my son when he was in school. They gave him more work. This was when he was in the perk. Baby, I told the teacher, give him some first grade work. Oh, when he was in pre-K. Baby, I told that teacher, give him some first grade work. She said, I did. You see, that's how it was with Jordan. She was in what is it? Okay, she wasn't in first grade yet. So was she in and so they had we went to open house. The teachers had all the colors, the shapes. So she just named it blue, pink, yellow, orange, purple, red. Oh, that's turquoise, and triangle, square, rectangle. She just named it everything. So when school started, by the time school start, when it's time for school to start, it was just like the teacher said, she just sit there sometime. And I said she gets bored real easy. I said if you could give her something to just constantly keep her going, you won't have to worry about her. But when you give her work and she's done it, because she know how to count to 100. She know 1 and 1 is 2. She know all her colors. She know all her shapes. She know things. So she getting bored with what you're teaching. So first grade, but by the time Jordan got in the third grade, they wanted to skip her to the fourth grade. So her mom said, no, I want her to, but I said, would that hold her back? Would that limit her? So they said, no, we would give her third grade work, but we would also give her fourth grade work to see how it'll work out for it. And that's how it's always been with her. She's like a little sponge, just absorb things. He came in the world that was way smart and fast. He crawled at 3 months, believe it or not. I could, because these babies now, I tell you, they come in the world knowing how to work the computer, the phones, and everything. But So I'm feeling much better this morning. I really am feeling much better this morning. I got up, I made my tea as I said. I got this liquid collagen sitting here looking at me, and I'm looking at it, and we looking at each other, and I'm gonna drink it pretty soon. I'm gonna drink it. And but yesterday, I had to force myself to get out of bed. I had to force myself to move around because there were some things necessary that I need to get done. If I want to live in this apartment, I got to pay my rent. And water. I drink about maybe 6 bottles of water a day. I try to get in at least 6 bottles of water every day, and I know now that I am one of them old people that I talk about. You, you know, like I was telling them I was telling them, and I said this before on here, like I don't put peppermints in my purse because that's what the old ladies do. And God just brought it to me. God said, you's an old lady now. You's an old lady now. You got to realize in my head, I'm not an old lady. I feel like I can. I feel like I can. I feel like I can. So therefore I do. But my body is saying, you's an old lady now. You's an old lady now. You can't be doing all that stuff. You's not a young girl no more. You's not 25 no more. Yeah, it was a time when you go get high all night and go to work the next morning. You could be out all night, go get high, go to the club, and then go to work. Get right back up and go to work. Baby, you is not 25 yet. You is not 25 no more. You is not 25 no more. So your body is telling you, girl, I want to, but I can't. And if you do, we gonna be in the bed for a week. And that's that's just how I was feeling. That's just how I was feeling. Yes, my granny had him on the bed, but oh, okay. And so yesterday I saw something and it just stuck with me. I think I was on Instagram or I was trying to catch up with I didn't watch the State of the Union by the president of the United by this president, and but I was watching all the political channels. My girl Tabitha Speak Politics, and these two young men that I like, and this guy out of Texas, this white guy out of Texas that I like, and I was just watching all of that, and they was keeping me abreast of what happened at the State of the Union, and I was just, so I came across this post on Instagram, and it said note to self. And sometime we have to write ourselves little notes. Sometimes I write myself a letter. And this morning when I started reading my devotions this morning, and I started with note to self, and I said I'm going to read this every morning that I get up, because in our gift bag from the choir workshop, we got this little book, this little notebook, and um you just scribble little notes, and I like to scribble notes and put them on the refrigerator, put them in the bathroom, or put them on my wall somewhere where I can see it every time I go to the refrigerator, every time I go to the bathroom. And when I look on my wall in front of my desk, I can see it. And it gives me it encourages me all throughout the day. When I'm low in spirit, when I'm low vibrational, when my strength, I just feel so weak and so vulnerable. I just put something in my sight that I can just look at and read and meditate on. So if that's something, um, just do that for yourself. Write little affirmations, um, and keep them in sight. and keep them in sight, and until you start believing what is being said, until you believe what is being said, because we be so hard on ourselves sometimes. My sister used to go to the club. She slept in car at work. She wouldn't. I know, right? Girl, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, he was like, he was like that his whole life, very smart, very and competitive. He didn't like to lose. August 8th, my baby gained his weight. My deepest condolences. My deepest condolences. And I pray your strength. I pray your strength. I would go to the club Thursday, be super sleepy Friday at work. That was in my younger days. Try it now, Shirley. Try it now. Girl. And I was working in a nursing home. And baby, I go in one of the rooms and I time myself. I sleep, get up, go in another, just and to let them see me. Just let them see me roaming the hall. Every now and then, let them see. Baby, when that day was over, I was so glad to get home. And then I would swear to God, I ain't gonna do it no more. But baby, when I had the money, I did it again. I did it again. Those were the days. Those were the days, never to be relived again. Because I just absolutely don't have the energy. And I hear my daughter when she come up. Oh, I just want to go home and get in my bed. That be her whole conversation when we be talking when she get off work. Oh, I just want to go home and get in my bed. But then some morning she'll call me on the way to her to Mom, I'm so tired. I just want to stay home. And I said, you could have. She said, no, I just got too much to do, so I got to go in. And when she get home from work, she'll call. She may not call, but then she'll call before 9 o'clock. She know 9 o'clock light side over here, baby. I'm in my bed, and if I ain't sleep, I'm almost there. And she said, I'm just calling to say good night, Mom. I'm so sorry. I came home, I took me a shower, and I got in my bed. I'm just tired. And she said, Ma, I remember I used to go out and party all night long. Come home, put on my work clothes, and just go to work. She said, nah, if I do that, it'll take me days. I say, girl, you get old. That's what that is. You are getting older. You are getting older. So, like I said, I like to write notes to myself. And um sometimes I write notes to myself just to let me know that you're wonderful, you're beautiful. God says so. And if God says so, who are you to argue against what God says? And sometimes we live in a topsy turvy world right now. Oh, okay. Shirley, we are all here for you. I keep all of you in my prayer. Yes, Shirley, we will and keep because that is still fresh. And I remember what her name, Regina King. She was on, I think it was Kimball or something. And he asked her something, said something, asked her something about her son and asked her how she was doing. And she said, grief is like love, and you have no place, no one to give it to. So you're still in that grieving process, and you're grieving what was, and the love that you still had for the love that you have for your son. You don't have you It's like you can't give him that love now because he's no longer here, and you're grieving that. You're missing your son and stuff like that. And I don't understand because I don't have a child that passed on. So I can't say I know how you feel. I can't say I understand how you feel. I cannot even sympathize with the way that you're feeling. But when you giving a person sympathy, that means I know what you're feeling. I understand what you're feeling because I done been there as well. I haven't been there, but all I can give you is my condolences. I can give you my love, and I can pray for you constantly. Whenever this you drop on my mind, I can pray for you. I didn't know that your son had passed away, and that's I can't even imagine that. I don't want to imagine that. And so keeping you lifted up in prayer, continually encouraging you, and because I know your son would not want you to get into a space where where you're going to really have to fight to get yourself out of. Don't want you to get there. Pray that you don't get there. And just gonna keep you lifted up in prayer. And I'm pretty sure if you want to reach out to any of us, that you can, especially for me, because I have time. I don't have number of time. And if it's just a talk, just to talk, and you just need somebody to listen. And if you have not received grief counseling, I would suggest that you would get into some sort of therapy in a group session, or individually or collective, because even though other people are going through it, you're it's like people say, well, just you're not the only one going through something. No, you may not be the only one that has lost a child, but nobody know the relationship that you and your child have. And you're gonna grieve your child differently than anybody else grieve their child, simply because that is your child. That is your child, and you're going to grieve him the way you're going to grieve him. So we're going to lift you up in prayer. We're going to keep you in prayer. And I'm going to pray that God give you the strength just to keep going. It's a day by day thing. It's a day by day thing. And only when, you know, um, we never stop grieving our loved ones. We never, it gets better, it gets easier. Some days are easy, some days are not. So if you can't take it by one day at a time, take it a minute at a time, a second. Take it the way that AK get my number from Auntie, and I will definitely reach out. Um, You reach out anytime you feel like it. Reach out anytime you feel like, okay, Shirley, she got my number too. Whenever you want to reach out, just reach out, and I wouldn't tell you that if I did not mean it. Because I'm just here to listen. That's all I listen, and I might say something every now and then as needed. But I'm glad I am in therapy now, and it's amazing. But I'm at the point where I have to remember things that I blocked from my memory. And I was talking to somebody about this yesterday. Um, because she just started therapy, and she said, Auntie, I don't think I really need it. But she said, I was talking to my therapist, and she was looking at me, and she said, you got a lot of stuff locked in. And she was saying, well, I was talking to my auntie. I'm not a therapist. See, I'm not, you could tell me something, and I'm not going to tell you what I think. I'm not going to tell you what I feel. I'm going to tell you what is right. I'm just going to tell you. I'm just going to put it out there. However, a therapist pull things out of you that you want to hold on to, that you don't need to hold on to. And sometimes a therapist pull things out you don't block. And when it comes out, you either screaming, or you crying, or you just wondering, where did this come from? So it's good to seek professional help. It's good to talk to someone that can pull things out of you. I'm gonna ask some questions. I'm gonna ask some questions. Not that I'm being nosy. It's like, in my spirit, I can feel that you're not right. So what are you holding on to? So I'm not saying, God did give me, he gave us all that discerning spirit. We just have to horn in on that. And so sometimes I horn in on that, and it could be like I be sitting in church sometimes, and like my pastor wife, she sits in front of me, and I could just the Holy Spirit to say, go over, just hug her and just whisper in her ear, everything is gonna be all right. And I sit there and I just sit there. And the Holy Spirit, I can't hear what's going on now because the Holy Spirit is just bothering me. And then I get up and I go and I sit by her and I hug her and I say, I don't know what it is, but the Holy Spirit just told me to tell you it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. And she just started crying. And so, and I do other people like that. I say, I know, I say, I feel in my spirit. I don't know what it is. I don't need to know what it is. However, whatever it is, just know it's okay. God got it. God knows all about it, and He's got it. God knows all about it, and He's got it. So don't think for one time, Shirley, that God don't see your tears, that God don't feel your hurt, that He don't feel your pain, because He do. He do. He do. He do. Oh, good morning, Nikki. Good morning, Auntie. I missed you. I'm going on 2 years in therapy, and it helps. So, I'm telling you, it helps. It really do. And once you get that breakthrough, it's like, oh my God, it's like the skies open up, and it's like the sun shine differently. It's like, okay, the sun come up every day. We see the sun every day that it comes up. However, going through therapy, getting that breakthrough and start feeling good about whatever the situation is, learning how to cope with it. Oh man, it's like the sun shine different. The colors are so vibrant. The grass is greener, the sky is bluer, the sun is brighter, and life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. So we all have to get to that point. So that's why I say we have to talk to ourselves, we have to encourage ourselves, we have to uplift ourselves, we have to edify ourselves. We have to write little notes to ourselves, little love letters to ourselves sometimes. So I saw this on Instagram, and it says, note to self, forget those who forget you. Forget those who forget you. Sometimes in relationships, and whatever the relationship, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, in a friend relationship, even in families, you people sometimes think you always got to be the bigger person. You got to be the one that's calling every time y'all talk. You the one who pick up the phone and call. And I had to, when I read this, I said, you know what? I've always said that. I've always said, if I don't call this person, they'll never call me. And then I just used to just wait and see if they'll call. And they never call. And so it says, forget those who forget you. And then when they say, oh girl, you just don't know how to call nobody no more. And then my reaction would be, the phone worked both ways. Oh girl, I just be busy. I just be busy. And then, yeah, I just be busy. Okay. Well, when you get on busy, give me a holler. Holler at me and I'll holler back. Holler at me and I'll holler back. And number two is say, let it in, let it in, let it hurt, let it heal, and then let it go. I say this all the time. Let it, you in a situation, and that situation ain't good for you. That situation ain't good for you, but you gonna hang on in there. You gonna hang on, because I don't want to be by myself. I don't want to be by myself. He loved me. That's my friend. That's my friend. Let it in. Let it in. And when something in that you know it's not good for you, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. Let it hurt. Do not deny what you're feeling. If you feel like crying, cry. If you feel like screaming, scream. If you feel like dropping to your knees and have that ugly, 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 soulful, hurtful cry, let it hurt. Let it hurt because you're hurting yourself more hanging on to something and somebody who don't even want to be hung on. They trying to shake you loose and you still hanging on. Let it in. Let it hurt. And after you hurt, whatever you know, have you ever noticed when you get a cut, it hurts so bad. And you know what hurt the worst to me? A paper cut. Seems like a paper cut is just a little thin cut, but it hurts so bad. But eventually it heals. So let it in, let it hurt, and then let it heal. Let that wounded heart heal. Don't keep running after something. Don't keep chasing after something that's constantly running away from you. Don't keep chasing after something, holding on to something that's trying to shake itself or loose from you. Stop holding on to something that trying to pry your fingers away from it. Let it go. Let it in. And you're gonna be hurt. You ain't gonna die from it. And you're gonna heal from it. I don't know how long it's gonna take. For me, I said I get something 72 hours. I get over it. But then there's still that lingering hurt. Don't go back to it. Don't go back to what hurt you. Don't go back to that. Let it heal. I say in a breakup, I say give yourself 6 months in a breakup, a friendship, a marriage. Give yourself 6 months to just reel from it. Don't dwell and wallow in it. Just give yourself 6 months to. You're not going to take the whole 6 months to just hurt, but let it hurt for as long as it need to hurt. And then wake up one morning, go take a shower, go take you a nice Epsom salt bath. All that, because um holding stuff in, it is painful. It is painful. And you know what I would you do when I was at my mom's house and I wanted to be with this guy so bad. And we was together because we had made an agreement we were gonna be hunch buddies. But then I got feelings and you know, I caught feelings and things began to happen and I just got despondent because he worked next door to my store. He's a pharmacist and we didn't have a pharmacy. So his pharmacy was like next door to the Publix that I was working at. And I had to shake that off. I had to let that go because that was just like it was get me all out of white. I was all out of white, and I had to like to end it, just let it in. Then I had to let it hurt. And then when I just let it heal, I was able to walk across the parking lot to McDonald's. I was able to walk around because I would have to pass his pharmacy to go to the Chinese restaurant that was right there in the same plaza. So when that thing started healing, I started worrying about what he was doing in the pharmacy or whatever was going on with it. I stopped, worrying about that because I was more important. It was more important to me that I get me straight than what he was doing. And then when you really let something go, when you really, really let something go, watch and see how it try to come back into your life. Watch and see how it try to come back into your life. And number 3, it said, don't force your importance into someone else's life. What you think is important, don't go try to make somebody else see your worth, to see your value. When you value yourself and see yourself as worthy, no matter that person don't see how important that you are to you, Don't, if they don't feel like you worthy, you know, you add value, you add some value to their life. They don't see the importance of you being in their life. Don't force that on them. You know what Jesus told his disciples, if they don't want to hear the word, to hear the good word, if they don't want to hear some good gossip, the good word of what thus says the Lord, shake the dust off your feet and keep it moving, and keep it moving. Don't try to force you onto somebody else. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself, because if you do, you're going to revert right back to number two. You're going to let it, you got to let it in, you got to let it hurt, let it heal, and then you got to let it go. And don't force yourself on nobody. And then and then, you know, all them people that left you, you know, all them so-called friends who wasn't there for you when you needed them, but every time they call you, you jump out the bed, putting on something and going to help them do whatever they need to do, going to pick them up, doing what and taking them wherever they needed to go. And then, you know, when you over all of that, when the hurt has been healed, and now you know your self-worth, you know your value, if they return, remember how they left. That's why in a relationship and friendship, love relationships and stuff like that, I have a tendency, now that I am free, I would not go back to what was, because I remember how it made me feel. Then I remember what got me feeling like that. So when something return, if you know that old friendship, it'll never be the way that it used to be, because now I'm thinking, okay, you did this to me one time. Would you do that to me again? You know, you hurt me, and I'm telling you, you hurt me. Do I take a chance for you to do that to me again? Do I honestly want to take that chance of you doing that to me again? So if they return, remember, remember how it ended. Remember how remember how they left you. Remember how they left you. And I remember when Steve Harvey was coming on TV, when he had his talk show on TV, and it was this girl, this lady. She was from Chicago, and she had this beauty salon. She had a beauty salon, and from my understanding, she was, you know, well known. It was doing real, had a real nice beauty salon, and she was with this guy. Her and the guy broke up, and you know, when she came to work, whenever you saw her, she was face beat, she looking good at work, in the street, everywhere. But she was going through this with this man she was with. Her sister and her friends knew that the man was no good for her. But you know, we just want what we want, and what we want when we want it, we just want it. And she found out that the man was, everybody knew the man was cheating on her, but finally she saw that the man was cheating on her. So she stopped making herself up when she go to work. She stopped making herself up when she go to Walmart, just saying, you know, stop making herself up when she go to, just stop making herself up at all, right? So they call in to Steve so he could do an intervention, because, you know, he was the relationship guru. And this girl, the sister and her friends had went to her house to do an intervention, and they told her, you know what, get up, let's go out to eat. So they were telling her, get up, let's go out to eat, so they could take her to the Steve show. And she had on sweats, and she's a beautician, and her hair was just like, you know, people with long hair, how they just let it hang. She just had her hair hanging, and you know, had on her sweatshirt, pants, and socks, and she just threw on some slides, and you know, went with them. So they go to the Steve Harvey show, and Steve is talking to her, And he said, you know what? We always have a tendency to always remember the good times. We remember when things were so good. That's what we're missing. What was good, how good he made you feel when y'all was together, and how y'all had so much fun doing whatever you did when you were doing it. He says, stop remembering the good times. Remember what got you looking like this. Remember what got you feeling like this. And when you remember what got you looking like that, remember what made you feel the way that you're feeling, you'll stop dwelling on what was good and start looking at it for what it is. And start looking at it for what it is. So if they return, that old friend, that old man y'all ain't talked to in about 15, 20 years, or not even that long. Y'all ain't talked to each other in about 2 or 3 years. And now he wanna come by. Baby. You better remember what happened. You better remember what happened. You better remember what happened and how you felt when he left. You better remember that, because if you don't, you're going to repeat it. And this time it's going to be worse. You're going to be betrayed more worse than it was the first time. And I'm going to tell you, I've had a broken heart. And I'm telling you, when you have a broken heart, it just feels like it's an undescribable, it's an undescribable feeling having a broken heart. It really is. And that's not a good condition to be in, when you have a broken heart, when you've been betrayed and you've been let down so many times, over and over and over, so many times, and you constantly holding on, you constantly think it's going to get better, and you're constantly praying for something God is telling you to let go of. No, it won't be easy, but it will be worth it in the long run. That is so true. That is so true. And I I always go back to a time when I went to Jacksonville to see TD Jakes, and I cannot remember this lady name to say my life. Her name was Shirley. I can't Shirley something. I cannot remember her name, but she was one of the speakers, and she was saying um something. She was saying something, but what I took out of, she said, it's not hard, but it ain't easy. It's not hard to let go of something that you need to let go of. That ain't doing, it's not adding no kind of value. It's not multiplying you in no kind of way. It is subtracting from you, and it's dividing you. It's not hard to let it go, but it ain't easy letting it go. You know what you need to do. Nobody ain't got to tell you what you need to do, what you should do, what you ought to do, because you already know. It's not hard doing it, but it's not easy either, because we start thinking about the good times. We start thinking about, he used to give me he used to give me that cheddar. He used to give me that. He used to take care of me. And he used to make me feel so good. My toes be curling all up and stuff like that. We remember all of that, but we forget when he get out my bed and leave out my door, he going to somebody else and got their toes all curled up, they eyes going all in the back of their head. He getting them money. He doing to them what he done did to me. He disrespected me by getting up out my bed 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, going home or going wherever else he going. Mm-mm. 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 And number 5 is say people lie, but actions don't. You could tell me you love me all day. You could tell me I'm your bestest friend all day. But your actions could show me something totally different. If you love me, you would not hurt me. In the book of Corinthians, First Corinthians, chapter 13, the love chapter, it tells us what love isn't. It tells us what love is. So don't tell me you love me and show me something totally different. People lie, but actions don't. Love is an action word. When you love someone, you show them that you love them. You do absolutely nothing. Chapter, I believe it's chapter, before I lie, I'm going to look it up. It's First Corinthians 10, chapter 13, I want to say. Um, yes. First Corinthians chapter 13. It tells us what it is and what it ain't. It say charity suffers long, and it's okay. It says, let me see. Charity. In some books, it say, I'm in the King James version. And it says charity. That's love. In the NIV, it says love. Charity suffers long and is kind. Charity envious not. Charity vault not itself. It is not puffed up. Does not behave itself unseemingly, seeks not her own, is not easily provoked, think no evil, rejoice not in iniquity, but rejoice in truth, bears all things, believe all things, hope all things, endure all things. Charity never fails. It's a love covers a multitude of things. You know, it's a love, love covers a multitude of sins. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. God so loved the world, for God so loved the world, for God so loved the world, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. And there's no love like a man that'll lay down his life for you. There is no love like the love that we have for our children. You know, we'll do anything for our children. We will do absolutely anything for our children. And because we love our children just that much. And it says, love suffers long, and love is kind. It envy. I don't know nobody I envy. I don't know nobody I ever been jealous of. I really don't. Because I love, you know what I love? I love to see a black woman make it. I love to see a black woman survive. When I see a black woman elevate, I congratulate her. I applaud her. I'm gonna be her biggest cheerleader. I'm gonna be her biggest cheerleader. And it's not because if she did it, I know I could do it. It's nothing like that. I want to see every black woman win. So I have never been a hater. I have never, I can honestly say I have never been a hater. I'm a congratulator. And when my friends tell me, girl, I just got this new job. I'm going to be more excited than she is because that's something, that's something she prayed for. That's something we prayed for. And, just to see her excited. So I'm going to be all excited with her. I'm going to be all excited for her. And when I see that friend cry, when I see that friend is hurting, I'm going to cry with my friend because my friend is hurt. And I'm going to hurt for my friend. And I'm going to hurt with her. But you know what? I'm going to encourage her. I'm going to lift her up. I'm going to exalt her. And she's going to get up and I'm going to encourage her every step of the way. If I have to call her every morning, if I have to call my friend every morning and not ask her how you doing, girl, today is a beautiful day. Let's get out and do something. And and remind her. And I'm going to remind her. this is only something for a moment. Get up. And I feel like anytime, I'm not feeling my best, I get up and I take me a shower and do my facial routine. I'm gonna do that if I'm gonna have do it even when I'm feeling bad. I'm gonna have do it. However, I'm still gonna do it. But then when I get angry at myself because I have let something or someone be my thermometer, be my thermostat, you know, and I'm the thermometer. When they're just controlling my feelings, got me all up and down. Now I'm angry at myself. I'm going to go and take me a shower. I'm going to wash that mess up out of my hair. I'm going to moisturize and I'm going to put on me some red lipstick. If it ain't going nowhere but to Walmart, going to Winn-Dixie or going to Target, I'm getting up and I'm moving around. Because once that hot water hit me and I start getting all that off of me, I'm ready to face the world. Now I'm ready to tackle what I'm ready to tackle what it was that thought they had me down. I'm ready to tackle what so people lie, but actions don't. Yes, love is patient and love is kind. So Carrie, that's First Corinthians chapter 13. And read it all the way until you get tired of reading to wherever you want to stop. The preacher read that at my wedding. I'm so unjealous. I don't realize, and I'm so unjealous. I don't realize it in others towards myself. And you know what, Kara? I'm gonna say, and my daughter used to tell me, um, and I used to talk to my daughter about how certain women would treat me. And she said, Mama, they just jealous. And I would say, jealous of what? I live in the project. I'm driving a Dodge Neon. I ain't got no man. I'm single. I'm raising two children. I work at McDonald's. She said, Mama, all that. Now, this is my daughter telling me this, and she in what grade? I think she was a freshman in college. She was a freshman in college. And she said, Mama, you ain't got to have all that. She said, but when you walk in a building, people stop and they look. When you speaking, people listen. And it's just the way that you carry yourself. And I used to be kind of like, because I don't recognize that because I'm not a jealous person. If I don't care for you, I don't speak on you, I don't look on you, I try not to be in your area. I don't even try to be in your view. I don't even want to be in the same, I don't even want to breathe the same air that you breathe in. When I know you have an alt with me and I don't know where this alt come from. And then eventually I just say, you know what, that's not none of my problem. I can't let other people problems about how they feel about me become my problem because I'm me. I'm not changing because that's the way you feel. Because that's the way I was raised. My great grandmother walk with your head up when you're speaking with someone. Pronounce your words when you're speaking. You look someone in the eye. Don't you never hold your head down when you are talking to someone and someone is talking to you. I don't care if it's the white folks. Hold your head up and look them in their eye. And I just grew up like that. And I grew up knowing that no one is better than me. I'm no less than anybody, and no one is lesser than I am. But you're not better than I am. That's the way I grew up. So I don't know no other kind of way to be. I don't know no other way to be but me. And it'll take Jesus breaking through the sky to come and change it. And until he do that, I'm going to continue to be me. And number 6 is say everything happens for a reason. Stay calm. Whatever leave you, it didn't mean to be there it was just there for a season. And it was there for a reason. There was a lesson that you needed to know. There was a lesson that you needed to learn, and that was something that you needed to know. So everything that happens in your life, it happens for a reason. And for whatever that reason is, only you know. But I tell you, don't get yourself all discombobulated. Stay calm. Cause see, when you all discombobulated, that means you all over the place. And you can't figure that. You don't have to figure it out because God already got it worked out. But see, you can't see that God got it all worked out because you're all over the place. You just like a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle. You're all over the place. You don't know what part go together. You don't even know how to get yourself together because you're all over the place. Stay calm. Stay calm. What Plies said, you wanna argue. I can't argue with you. You mad. I can't argue with you. I can't talk to somebody when they mad. I can't talk. I don't mad. I don't get mad. Dogs, rabid dogs be mad. Raccoons be mad. Angry. I can't talk to you when I'm angry. I have to let that anger subside. And when you're angry, you can't talk to me because now I don't hear nothing you say because you're angry. You're all over the place. So when you're not angry, get yourself somewhere and get yourself together. Ask God to deliver you from that anger and put you in His center of calmness, and you let God bring the temperature down. And when the temperature is down, then you could come and talk. We could talk. Because now I can understand you more clear, and I could get a better picture of why you're so angry. So when you're calm in a situation, that diffuse that situation. Because when they angry and they doing this and they doing this and they doing this, and you standing up there and you doing this, you doing it, I can't hear nothing you saying. They can't hear nothing you saying. Y'all just y'all up there just babbling and being all animated. I might hear one or two things you saying, but other than that, I don't hear nothing else you saying. So everything happens for a reason. Just, stay calm. Stay calm. It's crazy. I've seen people function in anger, and it's actually a sad sight to see. It is. You lose, you know, I used to argue with people. I used to like to argue with people. Then I start realizing I'm getting all out of breath. I can't put a sentence together. I can't get my cuss words right. I be cussing and the cuss words don't even go together and stuff like that. So I say, what's the use of arguing with somebody? It drains you of your energy. And then you come out looking like the fool. You come out looking like the fool. And then number 7, it says, peace is always better than revenge. Peace is always better than revenge. And at that, we have to get to that. We have to get to that peace thing. We have to get to that peaceful place. We have to get there first. We have to get there first. In order to be peace, you got to stay calm. Be peaceful. You got to stay calm. And peace is always better than revenge because because I was one of those people that was very vengeful. You did something to me, I'm gonna do something back to you. I'm gonna do something back to you. And in my younger days, it was like if you got a man, I don't care how long y'all been together. Your man is my man, and your man gonna be my man. Your man gonna be our man, and it ain't gonna be no sneaking. It ain't gonna be no dodging. I'm gonna let you know, and don't come and asking me about this. You messing around with my man. You better go and ask your man. Is your man messing around with me? That's the question that you need to be asking, not asking me about am I messing around with your man? Because your feelings gonna get hurt. Because I'm gonna let you know, yes, I am. And if we gonna fight, then we gonna fight. It don't matter. But that was my way of getting revenge on someone. And then if somebody I know somebody talking about somebody, done talked about me. Now you talking about somebody. I go get that person you talking about. I said, now here, tell me what it is. Tell them what you said they said about me. That was like nipping all of that in the bud. But then when I began to know better, I began to do better, because eventually messing around with somebody, man, was gonna get me hurt or get me unalived, and I wasn't ready to leave, and I wasn't ready for nobody to hurt me, you know, in that type of way. So when I knew better, I started doing better, and now I'm just at a place now in my life, and I say maybe in the last 25 years, and right now, I'm at such a place in my life right now that people who have done things to me, I even see it now, where I didn't know why this lady stopped speaking to me. I did not know why this lady stopped speaking to me. And I obliged her when she stopped speaking to me. I say, hell, who the hell she thinks she is? She must be to forgot who I am, or have I forgotten who I am? And then when I start remembering who the hell I was, shit, you ain't speaking to me. I'm good morning. Good morning. Trying to hold a conversation, and you act like it's a privilege and an honor for you to talk to me. No, it's a privilege and an honor for me to be talking to you. And when I realized that, I said, let me leave this lady alone. Let me leave this lady alone. And once I start wasn't saying that, and now can't when she come when I said good morning, how you doing? Oh, that's good. I see she wants to have conversation. We'll never get the relationship because I like to think we were cool. We'll never be as cool as we was before. We would never be as cool as we were before. So peace is always better than revenge. I know sometimes you want to just do something to get back at a person. The best revenge is living your best life, being peaceful, and just ignoring that stuff, and go ahead being peaceful and living your best life, and go ahead on and let that person, because you ain't got no control over what that person say. You ain't got no control over what that person do. So just let them do what it is that they do and be the way that they are. You ain't that ain't your business. That ain't got nothing to do with you. That ain't got nothing to do with you. So the 7 things: note to self: forget those who forget you. Let it in, let it hurt, let it heal, and let it go. Don't force your importance into someone else's life. If they don't see it, don't melt it and try to pour it on them. If they return, remember how they left. People lie. The next one, people lie. Number 5, people lie, but actions don't. Your mouth could be saying something, but your body be showing something else. And everything happens for a reason. Stay calm. Peace is always better than revenge. Peace is always better than revenge. So I hope I said something today that makes it a little more bearable to go through the day. And I pray that I put something on someone's mind to just help them just for the day. And it helps, if it helps you for today, try it again the next day, and the day after that, and the day after that, and the day after that. Because if God did it for you this time, remember the time God did. Remember that last time God did it, and the time God did it before, and before that, and before that, and before that, and yeah, that time, and that time too. So, fear no evil, for my God is with you, me, us, and we. And that's the word for today. And that is the word for today. God says, vengeance is mine. He also say, my peace I give you. just for today, just for today. Have a little talk with yourself. Have a little talk with yourself and see and see. Just have a little talk with, write yourself a letter, and you will be so amazed. You will be so amazed. And be on, you know what? Be honest with yourself. Be honest about what you're feeling. Be honest with what you're thinking. Just be just be honest with yourself. And when you honest with yourself, you'll see, I know I don't need to do this. I know I got to let go of this. I know I got to forgive this. I know I got to let go of this, but it hurt. But you know, I'm going to let it hurt. I'm going to heal and I'm going to let it go. God say go. And when say God say go, you go. Let's do that. So, peanut butter face. Oh, good morning. I'll have to catch the replay just coming in to speak. Well, good morning. Thank you for being here. Peanut butter face, Carrie, Nikki, thank you for being here. And you know what? Welcome back. Welcome back. I am her. Hey, boo. Welcome and thank you for being here. AKA, as always, you know, I thank you to the moon and beyond. Carrie, you know you my girl, and I thank you for being here as well. Shirley, we're going to keep you lifted up in prayer, honey. And if you need me, just call me. I'm just a phone call, a DM away. Just call me when you need me, boo. Call me when you need me. And I thank you for being here this morning as well. I thank everybody for being here this morning because you could have been somewhere else, but you chose to be here with me this morning. And I thank you for that. And I thank y'all for sticking in here with me. I'm not worried about who ain't here. You know, all I am is thankful for the ones that, you know, just dropped down and said good morning. I thank you for the people that's just listening this morning. For whatever reason, they didn't want to drop down and say good morning, but that's okay too. I thank you for being here. All I ask is just hit that like and share button, and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend about something good. Let's stop gossiping and start gossiping about, if we're going to gossip, let us gossip about something good. Let's gossip about how to help and uplift each other. If I can't help you, I just gosh darn will not do anything or say anything to hurt you. If I don't know, I bet you I know by tomorrow because I know who I could go to and get an answer to whatever question it is that you need. So y'all just go out today. What is today? Today is March 6th, so it's Thursday. So today is March 6th, a day we have never seen. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Let us rejoice and be glad in it because somebody did not wake up this morning. They're not here to tell you the good news this morning. There's a family crying and making preparations for somebody that didn't make it to see March 6, 2025. And you're here and you just make the best of this day. This day. Tomorrow gonna have his own troubles. Yesterday is gone and it ain't gonna never return. That God gave us this day, the presence of this day, and live it uh, to the best of your ability. Live it to the best of your ability. So with God's speed, y'all had the best day ever. And when you see me, holler at me. I'll holler back. Peace out. Deuces. And I love you to life. It ain't nothing you could do about it. Y'all have the best day. Ooh, hubby stayed home today. Steak dinner. He cooking or you cooking? And Shirley, we love you, girl. We love you. My husband, best friend, mom just passed. No food. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I get it. I get it. I get it. All right, AKA, you're the best. You're the bum diddy. You are the bum diddy. I'm gonna say bye because we could go on and on. And I know y'all got things to do, and I know I got things to do. I got to drink this, y'all. I got to drink this. And I'm not gonna even get back in my bed. I'm gonna make my bed up, and I'm gonna do whatever it is that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say bye, 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 bye.